Hi guys, so today I'm doing a Q&A and I recently reached out to you guys on Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook and told you guys I was doing a Q&A, so asked me some questions. So I got some questions from that, and I'm also going to answer a couple questions from my previous Q&A video. Some people left some questions down in the comment section below. So yeah, let's get started. So the first question is from Kiwi Banana, and she asks, where do you see your channel in 5 years? I have no clue. 5 years is a really long time, so I think that thinking about it now, I feel like my channel would probably be in the same place. I would love to be able to travel a lot more and share that with you guys, because travel's one of my passions and I definitely don't get to do it enough. So I'd really love to travel more and show you how easy it can be to travel and still be vegan and eat vegan. And yeah, I'd love to continue doing vegan topics like I've been doing, and yeah, just sharing my vegan life with you guys. So yeah, it's kind of where I see my channels. I feel like is just gonna kind of be in the same realm that it is now, but it's gonna maybe focus on travel from time to time, more vegan topics from time to time, and other vegan related things, and just maybe start focusing a little more on things outside of veganism that are just part of my life. But yeah, that's kind of where I see my channel in 5 years. It's really hard to gauge where your channel's gonna be 5 years. I'd really love to see me have like over 100,000 subscribers. Maybe that's a little wishful thinking, I don't know. But you never know where you're gonna be in 5 years, so. The next question is from Vegan Pirate Ninja, and they ask, what did you want to have as a career when you were a child? So, since I was a kid, I've always wanted to just be an artist, and I still draw and paint, maybe not as much as I used to, but it's something that I really love doing, and it really just helps me relax, and I really should start focusing on it more now, because I need some ways to just kind of like reduce the stress of my life, and art has always been one of those things that helps me just escape from the world for a moment. So as a kid and growing up into a teenager, I always wanted to just be an artist and just do painting and drawing and etc. And especially in high school is when I really wanted to do art as a career. But I did try college and it just didn't work for me, but maybe I'll talk about that in a future video. But yeah, art was always it's still a big part of my life, and as a kid I just always wanted to be an artist because I thought it was so cool, and I just wanted to create amazing things that people could appreciate. So the next question is from Ayesha, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name because I'll probably get that wrong too. But you can go check her out over at YouTube at Overly Excited Vegan. And the last two questions were also from other vegan YouTubers, so I'll leave links down below to everyone so you can go check out their channels. So Ayesha asks, what is the best benefit you gained by going vegan? So this is a tough one because I gained a lot of amazing things from going vegan. But I think the best benefit that I gained from going vegan was the motivation to treat myself and others more compassionately. And by I mean more compassionately to myself, I mean health-wise. Just by going vegan, I just started focusing more on my health and exercising more, and it's just been so amazing what I've accomplished this past year by going vegan. Just health-wise, I feel so much better, and I've been working out consistently, and it's just been really great. Like, veganism has really changed my life, and it's just an amazing lifestyle that I think that everyone should consider. So the next question is from Genevieve Jackson. She is over on YouTube at Mel Beecroft, so go check her out. And she asks, do you remember being my sister's vegan clique in high school? So Me and Genevieve go back. I actually used to be friends with her sister in high school, and I didn't really know her that well because she was older than me, but I was really good friends with her sister in high school, and I honestly don't. I mean, I was not vegan at the time. I was at best vegetarian friendly. I was still consuming animal products at that time. I didn't go vegetarian until maybe a year or two later when I was in high school. So I don't remember like it being a vegan clique. I know that we were all vegetarian friendly, and maybe she was vegan. I know that we were at least vegetarian friendly. But yeah, we were a really interesting group of people in high school, and I used to spend a lot of time with her family. They were an amazing group of people, and they really shaped who I am as a person today because I used to spend a lot of time with them. And their mother was an amazing human being. I loved her so much, and she was like a second mother to me when I was in high school. And I moved away when I was in 10th grade, which really sucked because I was not happy about it. And I really wish that I could have spent more time with their family. But yeah, they're an amazing group of people. But yeah, I don't exactly remember us being or a vegan clique, but we definitely were like on that road to veganism for sure because now the person who commented is vegan. Their sister, who I was friends with in high school, is vegan, and I'm vegan. So it's really crazy how everything panned out. So the next question is from Malik, my friend. He's over at a Tunisian vegan on YouTube, so go check him out. And he says, since I'm at the airport, I'm thinking about something related to the country I'm going to. What do you think about Tunisia? What do you know about it? Do you consider visiting the country? So, I don't know much about Tunisia. What I do know is from his YouTube channel, from what he's talked about, and maybe a little tiny bit of research on Tunisia. I know that it is a North African country, and I don't really know much about it, honestly, but I definitely would love to visit Tunisia. I've always wanted to visit Northern Africa in general, like Morocco. I'm sure Tunisia and Morocco are two completely different countries, but it would be amazing. I would really love to travel almost pretty much anywhere in the world, so Tunisia is definitely not off the list. But it seems like it would be a great place to visit, and I'm sure that there's a lot of history in that country, which is something that I really look for in a place to travel is a really rich history because I'm really interested in ancient history. So yeah, I think that Tunisia would be a really great place to visit. So the next question is from Soy Capricorn. She is over on YouTube as well. She asks, well, she says, so I'm going to send you some questions from Vegan Gosling, which is another. I don't know if they do YouTube as much, but I know they're active in the vegan YouTube community. Um, so they ask from Soy Capricorn, uh, where do you get your cooking knowledge from? So on Instagram, I've been posting loads and loads and loads of photos. So go check me out on Instagram. But I learned a lot about cooking from my boyfriend. My boyfriend cooks for a living. So even as when I was a vegetarian, I learned a lot of cooking stuff from him. We actually worked in a restaurant together in Savannah, Georgia, which that restaurant's not even open anymore. It closed after we had left and moved to New York City. But I learned a lot about cooking from him initially, and then from doing a lot of research myself, mainly online, and just learning a lot more about ethnic cuisine and just cooking in general. So that's where I learned a lot of like my cooking knowledge and just a lot of just self-taught stuff. It's been really amazing what I've accomplished because I used to not be able to cook jack shit. Like when I wasn't even with Aaron, like I would make the most dreadful looking things. Yeah, I just learned a lot from Aaron and just doing a lot of just research and working in a restaurant. I just learned so much more about cooking, and I'm just really translated it into a more healthy, focused way of cooking. And I can still make amazing tasting, beautiful dishes, vegan, and really healthy meals. They're amazing. Vegan Gosling also asks what your thoughts are on refined sugar. So my thoughts on refined sugar are moderation. I try to eat as little refined sugar as possible, and it's pretty much not even in my diet whatsoever, except for maybe in a few like condiments that I consume. But most of the time, I do not consume refined sugars. If I am consuming stuff that is on the sweeter side, or just in general, I do try to focus on stuff like date syrup, which is amazing tasting. I've talked about it in previous videos because at least it has some vitamins and minerals in it. I also use maple syrup from time to time, not that often, only usually when I have like pancakes, but I also will use coconut nectar, which is amazing tasting as well. But I usually try to, when I'm eating sweets, I'm using stuff like bananas and stuff like that because bananas are a really big part of my diet. So what I feel about refined sugar is that it's just best consumed in moderation. And now the questions from Soy Capricorn are, what honest thoughts go through your mind when you see someone eat meat? So I actually don't see people eat meat that often because I'm really not sitting down and being around people consuming meat. But if I were in that situation, actually, let's talk about a situation where I'm at least seeing people buy stuff like it. See, say I'm at the grocery store, and actually, say I'm at my job at the co-op, and my job at the co-op, the cheese counter is right in front of where I work, so I see people just buying cheese all the time. So pretty much every time I see someone at the cheese counter, I'm like reaching out, I'm like, don't buy it, you don't need it, it's not good for you, and it's not good for the animals either. So I'm just like, no, don't do it. But yeah, I really try to stay away from situations where I'm going to be around people eating meat. But if I am, it's always kind of like I feel a little disgusted, not to the point where I'm going to shame somebody because I don't necessarily think that's the best approach, but it definitely, those terrible thoughts of like what happens to animals goes through my mind. Yeah, it's troubling at times. So I'm actually going on a vacation with my mother and my brother, who are by no means vegetarian or vegan. So I have asked them to not consume meat around me, so we will see how that goes. But I am really hoping to just take them to vegan restaurants to try avoid that situation. But yeah, I'm going to go on a vacation in a few weeks, and I really hope that all goes as planned with them not consuming animal products around me because I don't want to see it. And Soy Capricorn also asks, what is your ethnicity? So, my ethnicity, I have my mother and my father. My dad is pretty much full-blown Italian, which obviously has reflected in this gorgeous, beautiful face that you see today. So obviously, I look Italian. At least I think I look Italian. What do you guys think I look like? But also, my mom is kind of like on this weird mix of like European, like German, and I know there's some other things in there, but I'm not exactly sure. But yeah, I'm kind of like a mix of like German and like Italian and some other countries I don't even know. I really should do one of those like tests, those DNA tests that they tell you like what percentage of everything that you are. I've really been interested in those. So that's all the questions, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this little Q&A, and if you have any more questions, leave them down below in the comment section, and I would be more than happy to answer them in a future Q&A. So if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe here at Lost in Vegetation to keep up with me, Jeff, and all my vegan content and etc. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! It just was not happening. It was like this huge rock inside of me. It was